Hey, it's only been a week since I've seen you guys, but let's catch up like it's been a hot minute. My desk is super messy because I've been filming stuff here without cleaning out my desk. But today we can do something cozy. So let's grab your water, take a seat, and let's do a sketchbook tour. I can't believe this is the fourth sketchbook that I finished this year. I don't know how that happened. Going from never using my sketchbooks for the majority of my life to 1 year where I'm just like cranking out a bajillion things in my sketchbook. Before we get into the tour, which I'm really excited to show you guys what I've been up to, I wanted to say I got this in the mail recently. This is my P.O. box. You guys can send me stuff anytime. This is from one of my watchers. Thank you so much for making me a little drawing. Here is their handle. You wrote me a little note and you gave me some goodies like washi tape and this little bracelet. I'm definitely gonna use the washi tape. Thank you so much. I was really excited when I got this in the mail. I was like, oh my god, it's been a hot minute since anyone has sent me anything. I actually used to hold like drawing contests or like art submissions through my P.O. box, and then if people sent me stuff, I would try to send things back. So I think I want to bring that back. I've just been busy with life, but maybe we could do something together if you send me mail. Also, we hit 30K. That's so crazy. There's that many people watching. If you're new here, I'm Ange, also known as Pigurar, and I am a digital artist and illustrator, so I make a bunch of products and merch that are available on my store. I also travel to trade shows and sell my artwork there. Fun fact, I'm actually opening a physical store in Seattle this summer, so stay tuned for updates on that. And every now and then, I'm also on my YouTube channel, just doing art and shenanigans with you guys. So with that, let's get into the tour. I haven't dated it yet, so let me do that real quick. This one started May 4th. I actually think this book I started like on this page, so the dates are kind of messed up. Like I feel like I may have started, yeah, May 2nd. I think it was May 2nd. So I'll put May 2nd. And then when did I end? This was June 4th. So basically a month. This is the TWSBI, the fountain pen with Pilot's yellow ink. I love this color. I actually need to refill it soon. Woohoo! Okay, here is a doodle using fountain pen and some alcohol markers of my family. It's me and Fam. We got Nori, our black little cat. We have Calcifer, actually my sister's cat, and we're watching him. And then we have Bao, the little demon that you guys are familiar with. And then we have Shippo, my Shiba Inu. Here is a spread with all fountain ink pens. Which color is this? This is a sailor color. I love the way that the purple kind of pools, and it's also like a silvery color. And this yellow is just like super, super vibrant. I love it. It's the one I was just using just now. Okay, what's funny about this page is I was using a dip pen to test out this Sailor Dark Cave Sheen ink, and Fam was telling me the entire plot of Naruto because I don't know anything about Naruto other than like, I mean, I know the characters because they're so iconic. I know that they're ninjas, but beyond that, I didn't really know anything about the plot. So while I was doodling, he was telling me all about the plot. So yeah, that day I learned it's much deeper than just ninjas. Here's a page that I doodled because Fam and I were studying like this other artist's style. It's very sharp, very boxy. Does anyone recognize this character? It's a character I was doing based on the artist's style, but they have never drawn this character, I don't think. It's just a character that I was drawing, but she does exist. This is Fam's original character, Adia. And then I'm working on some carabiner designs. So maybe that will happen sometime soon. This is a Digimon character, some more carabiner designs, more Naruto. And then I was planning like a omakase dinner for my friends, so it actually turned out like this. Super happy with how the dinner turned out, and it was yummy, I hope. And then here are some more doodles using a nib. I think it's called like a flex nib, and some more alcohol markers. I feel like if you've seen my previous sketchbook tour videos, I used a lot of alcohol markers, but lately I've just been so obsessed with fountain pen inks that that a lot of my sketchbooks have been just line art and not really a lot of coloring in. Like even this part is colored in using fountain pen ink. This is using the same blue ink. I love the sheen that it comes with. Look at that crazy magenta. So the base is like this blue, but then it shines with this magenta color. And that's why I'm deep into fountain pen ink. Oh, also, so this sketchbook, the brand is by me. So if you're interested, it will be in my store online, probably in the summer. I sold out sometime late spring, and so I'm doing a restock as we speak. But if you color heavily, it will bleed through the other pages' seams like this. But I kind of like the effect that it gives. You know, it's like kind of messy looking. It also shows in other pages. Here are some more inks that I was trying. So we got the same blue one with the sheen. I colored this area with some alcohol markers because I thought it was nice just as like a little accent corner. And then I think this is like a snowfield color. It has like a shimmer to it, so like this glitter. It looks kind of pinkish. And I was also trying out this dip pen brush or nib, very calligraphy-like. In general, I think what makes sketchbooking fun for me is just experimenting and seeing what can happen. So I feel like for this page, I started out with these illustrations. I was using like a light blue color I'm borrowing from a friend, and then I ended up just coloring the entire thing with an alcohol marker. My favorite brand is probably Ohuhu, so if you're interested, definitely check them out. The hint is that these two characters are from the same universe. I love doing these blocks of color. I feel like it just creates a composition where you're forced to look in the space and create a container, whether that's like drawing around the container or inside of it. This red is from Sailor and it has like a gold sheen to it, which originally when I bought the red ink, I didn't even notice that it did that gold color. But I think now that I'm deep into the hobby, I can appreciate this red more. Originally, I just got it because red is my favorite color. Oh my god, this is still May 4th? Yeah, I feel like I was just like drawing a whole bunch from the beginning of May. Here is a page done with all acrylic markers. So I actually have a video with the process of this. It's a very silly video because it's the first video that Fam and I collabed on, where he basically does the voiceover and watches the video for the first time while he's doing that. And so there's a lot of candid moments. Here are some studies using pencil. The paper that my sketchbook comes with is like a coated, kind of like thick paper. So I will say drawing with pencil, you have to put a little bit more pressure. Like it's not, I mean, it's hard to tell right now because you can see it, but if you try using pencil in my sketchbooks, it doesn't show as prominently. Like, oh, here's a reference. So this is pencil on regular paper. It's just like a sticky note. And then this is pencil in my book. So that's to see the comparison. You heard it here first, but I'm actually making another sketchbook with regular paper that's not coated. So you can actually use it for like watercolors and pencil. This page was fun. I was trying out some new purple inks that I got in the mail. I love this lighter purple here. And it has like this, it looks like another purple sheen to it. It's kind of like bright, maybe a little bit glittery. And then I really love this dark purple because it has some green in it. Like, do you see the green? Where the ink pools, it turns the color into green. You can see it more prominently here. So purple and green. Yeah, I can go on and on about the different sheens and shimmers that my inks have. I love the purple, so I ended up using it a bit more. And then this page is some wireframing and sketching out of some stories that I was trying to tell. Oh, this is like a poster that I was designing, so I was just thumbnailing it. This was sketches for my Patreon tiers, which I updated. I think I've been doing Patreon for like 4 years now, but I finally updated the icons that I had so that they're not so outdated anymore. Every month on Patreon, I send out stickers and prints. And yeah, people get that monthly. It also keeps me accountable. Like it keeps me continuing to work on art. So I appreciate that about Patreon. Here's that blue again with the magenta sheen. And yeah, I'm super obsessed with this yellow. I gotta definitely refill my pen because like, look how much ink is left in here. I mean, it still works, but I gotta refill it. I try to rotate out my inks within my pens, but I really like that yellow, so I think I'll try it again. This blue is super nice. I use the Kakimori dip pen, so that's why you're seeing the thicker strokes here. And this blue is super vibrant as well. It's probably one of the first inks that I ever started using, and I just love how vibrant it looks. Here's a fun little doodle where I repeated this pattern over and over. I should do this more often. I feel like it's fun because you can adjust the variations as you're drawing. And lately I've just been into this like squiggly diagonal shape, so that's fun. And then I also like layering, so having one color that's dark and prominent on top and then maybe like a secondary color behind. So the one behind is this lime color that is made with alcohol markers. Here's a quick doodle. Someone on YouTube told me that this fountain pen is good for sketching. Is it true? I don't know. I think my consensus was yes and no, but mostly neutral. So I tried sketching on this page, so it's like a bit messier than my typical line art, but I think I like sketching with pencil the most. So I can't say I will continue to use that for sketching. I was feeling kind of crappy today, not today specifically, but this day. So I had some fountain pen drawings and then I doodled some stuff on pencil. So you can see it's really light, but I don't know, I wasn't loving the things that I was outputting this day. But what's important is I showed up. I showed up and I did the spread just to get myself going. Okay, here begins some sticker action that happened. I started making stickers using the Lian printer, and here is the printer in full action. So we have decorations of calcifer all around, and I stuck on this little Polaroid that I took of calcifer and bow, and a sticky note, and some fountain pen illustrations. So this was fun. It feels very bullet journaly, which I don't really do anymore, but sometimes it's fun to get back into every now and then. Here is that Aurora purple again. The green is just so crazy. You know what I mean? I am obsessed with this. So I bought a sample of this color, but I ended up buying the whole bottle after I sampled it because I was like, I just love that green and that purple. It's like two mean combinations. This is an emerald color, but it also has like this reddish sheen to it. Can you see it there? I feel so nerdy for showing you guys all the nuances of the inks, but honestly, I haven't been obsessed with anything for a long time now. Like when I like something, I like it forever. So I feel like, for example, like Pikachu, it's over. Like ever since I was a kid, that was my Pokemon. I know that's basic, but that's it. That's my obsession. And I think I get obsessed with things that are like from my childhood and I never let go. But fountain pens are like a recent discovery that I've had this year, back in late January. So it's kind of nice. It feels kind of nice that I'm like back into something, you know?
Speaking of getting into something, here's a quick mention from our sponsor.
If you're looking for inspiration on composition, I recommend this site, which is a place where you can learn composition and other art as well. Craftsy is your online resource for all creative things. There's over 2,000 classes, which is so wild, and over 20 popular categories like food decoration, drawing, painting, crocheting, and more. Since I'm into sketchbooking right now, I enjoy looking up classes for drawing and sketching. There's discussions in the lessons so you can go through what others are saying. There's even a transcript if you want to review the material. I also like looking at storyboarding classes because this helps me plan out my videos, whether it's for short form content or long form. I'm actually huge into planning out my videos. As you can see in my sketchbook, I did a few in the tour. The first 1,000 people to click the link in my description will get a full year of premium membership to Craftsy for only $1.49.
Just click on the link below in my description. This offer is valid for new members only.
Okay, back to the sketchbook tour. Here's that red color with that gold sheen again. And then I got this snack in Japan, but I finally finished it in America. And I was like, oh, let me junk journal in here because I don't think I really junk journaled in the beginning of this book, but in my previous sketchbook, I junk journaled a lot because I was traveling in Asia. So I was like, let me bring some of that energy back. So we have that page here. And then this is acrylic marker, so that's why it's opaque and it can go over the wrapper, which is really fun. So I've been actually putting things into my sketchbook and then going over it with paint markers. This page was a lot of experimentation with trying out the different colors that I had. So I bought this ink from Tag Stationery in Kyoto, Japan, and I felt like it was really nice for writing because it does this thing where I think it's called the value of the color changes. So depending on where the ink pools, it does like a darker color or a lighter red, and then the green is the same from the same brand. So I realized I also draw with a lot of yellow, so anytime I can fill areas with yellow, that's what I'll do. Here's some more fountain pen inks. This one is so fun. It's Sailor Byakuya. It has like a gray, purple, blue. Isn't that so cool? What did I write here? Go to sleep. Yes, that's true. Oh, this is a to-do list for me. This blue kind of slaps. It's true. This blue does slap. So I swatch inks. So what that means is, here's a clip, for example, where I usually will, if I get a new ink, I will sample the swatch onto this paper and onto regular paper. So I needed extra paper. I ripped this out and I was like, okay, we can still do something fun. So here's a little fun thing you can do is I got a sticker. I didn't remove it completely off of the backing. So the backing is still there, but I stuck it here. And then I have this other sticky note on top, because why not? And then, I don't know, random price tag from Japan, and just made it into this fun like half-page spread. Experimental. I have more pages like that in this book, and that's because I was borrowing the pages to do more ink swatching. Here is a doodle using the Kakimori dip pen. You can tell because the nib and the strokes are so broad, super thick, you know? Here's some writing. What is it? Me talking about drawing and how much I like the ink. And I think I just enjoy, like I said, the pooling of the ink and getting that like dark tone, the light tone. If anyone pauses to read that, I don't know if you'll get anything out of it. Here's a vertical page. It's been a while since I've done vertical, and I did a lot of inking in the other pages, so that's why it's bleeding over. I don't even know where this blue is coming from. Let me see. Is it coming from this? Maybe? Okay, looks like it's coming from this page, which I'll get to that. But this was fun. It was fountain pen, red, Tag Stationery. It's the same red here. And I discovered that I really like how kind of muted this red looks compared to the other red that has like dark red and the gold sheen. I discovered that I like this red, and then I had some yellow on top. I think to challenge myself, maybe I should stop using yellow. I love yellow. I don't know. Yeah, the way this ink has a chokehold on my wallet. I immediately bought it when I saw it because I love the way that it has this like shimmer to it. It's blue and green and yellow. I'll show you on the next page because I use it primarily on the next page. But here's some more fountain pen stuff. My friend brought over a quill, and so this entire section is all quill. And then I tried watercolor in my book, but I don't really recommend it. Like, I mean, it works. As you can see, it works. But it doesn't, like the way that the water spreads around the page is not how I would normally use watercolor, or like it just doesn't work like watercolor. So I don't super recommend watercolor in this book. Acrylic, paint, fountain pen, alcohol markers, those all work within these pages. That's why I'm trying to develop a new book that takes watercolor better. Okay, here's a page with this ink. It's from Lead & Toolbar, and just look at the color variations. I'm obsessed. You don't understand. This is probably like top 5 inks in my drawer. I love this one. And I used the Kakimori brush, of course. Another moment just to appreciate. Okay, here's another page I ripped out because I needed to swatch more colors. 1% Talent is a friend of mine from Canada, and he does apparel and other little accessories, and this is like one of his characters. So I redid it using paint markers, and I don't know, like I said, I like the framing that happens when you do these shapes. More framing. This is a shimmer ink from Dominant Industry. So you can see it's like a blue, but it has like this glitter to it. Shibbo Bao Calcifer. And some tiger variations to go with this page. I thought that was fun to do like this is what it looks like on this page. But if you flip it over, it still kind of works for this page, you know? Here's more of the Lennon Toolbar ink. I ripped out a lot of pages. By a lot, I think it's like 2, 3. Does it look like 3 or 2? And that was all to swatch ink. So I mean, maybe that helps me finish the sketchbook sooner, but I also feel like usually 3 pages I'll power through in one day, one sitting kind of thing. I've been drawing a lot these days, and it's mostly because of my obsession with the fountain pen inks. Some friends came over and they brought their inks, so I was trying it out. This is the yellow that you guys have been seeing me use constantly. This is a blue from Sailor that I ended up falling in love with because it has like this light blue to it and a dark blue when it pools. I just love that value change. Pokemon Study, some of that desaturated red. And then my friend Icky Girl Art, she made some stickers, and so she gave them to me and I immediately used them. Yeah, these are all her stickers as well. Aren't they so cute? It also creates that framing that I love, the little squares. This is, the holiday collection from Diamine. My friend brought this one over. Really fun. It's like a dark blue, but it has like a, I don't know, a reddish pink shimmer. Fun. Oh, I really love these colors. So this is the Sailor Banyo. I'm not gonna attempt to say that. And then the Sailor Manyo, this one, there's like this more blue, more purple. So good. I love how vibrant the color is. So good. And then the rest of the page is, it feels like acrylic paint for the base and the thing on top. But I think, because I am going back to Japan in July, I think I'm gonna have to snag these 2 colors. They're just so nice. My friend let me sample them, and then now I'm like, okay, I need to get them as well. Here's some more colors that I sampled. So yeah, it looks like this is a purple with a green sheen. That's fun. Kind of hard to see. And this nib is really thin. Like you can tell from my typical style. Like I'm usually using thicker brushes, like especially this. So this TWSBI is a broad nib. So I love that it makes these thick lines. I'm rarely drawing with these finer lines. This is extra fine, but fun for little details. Here's another page that I tore out because I swatched it. More from Icky Girl. She clarified and told me this is not her original character, so I forget what character this is from, but if you know, let us know in the comments. Oh, I ended up falling in love with this color. This is like a forest dark green, but it has like a red sheen to it. Green is one of my favorite colors and red is my favorite color, so I also need to get this color. It's from Sailor, I believe. Here are some panels of Shippo, just being a little Shiba. This color is fun. It's like a pink. It has a bit of shimmer as well. And it's from Vinta, and this is the pink color. I believe this is a Filipino brand. Here are some Sophia McPike studies. This is her washi tape, and I just doodled some stuff from her washi tape. This is Dandy, Fam's original character, and I enjoyed drawing him like this, kind of baby. Oh, I love this neon color. If anyone knows if there's like neon fountain inks, I would love to take a look at those. But this is acrylic marker. That's why I can go over the washi tape. Sorry, they look kind of beheaded. And then here is a thing. Oh, it is this literal little guy that I got from Japan. Look at him. And I wanted to save the little tag, so I put it there. I feel like this is mostly here because I was covering something. I don't know. I think I drew something and I was like, I wasn't feeling it. This is a page that I did for Fam, and I drew his favorite IP currently, which is Chikawa. And there's actually something under this. There's another video I made that has the whole process and he voices over that one too. But this was really fun because I didn't plan it at all. I just went with it, and it's all paint markers, and it was really fun. Very colorful. I should do more pages like this, but because I didn't plan it, you know, it's kind of like, it just happens. You trust the process. This is all red, very fun. Washi tape on the edges create nice borders if you're going for that. This was a page where I was swatching some colors. So all of these inks are from Australia and the brand is called Van Diemen's. And look at the shooting star color. It's like 3 colors and it shimmers and shines and sheens and all the above. This one is, oh shoot, what color is this? Not sea turtle, because this one is sea turtle, which is like a red green. This one, I think it's like, no, I really don't know, but it's from the same series. Like this is the Night series. So it has like a blue and kind of pink sheen. Actually very similar to the other blue ink that I have. That's the danger, is I'm starting to get ink that are kind of similar to each other, like this one. But this one's more pink. This one is less, it's more blue. That's why I justify to myself. And then this is the Aurora color, but I ended up buying the whole ink bottle at this point. In the previous pages, I had only the sample, which is like, it comes with like this much ink, but then the bottle is like, you know, for size. Let me show you with my hands. I don't know the mathematical number, but this is some washi tape from Washi Station. And here is this little girl doodle that I made, and I'm referencing her. I think it's fun to diversify the way that I compose each page. So like you have this where the washi tape goes under, and in the middle, you have washi tape that frames it on the side. And then you have pages like this where it's like very chaotic. Ooh, I feel like this was a very messy page. So I had an ink that kept smearing like crazy. Like it's smearing a lot here, here, and on these sides, if you can tell. And so to cover up the smearing, I colored the edges with paint markers, and then I went over, I don't know, just like random stuff everywhere. So to me, this page feels kind of messy. You have the shooting star ink. I think I was just so shook that it was like 3 colors. And then yeah, this is an entire page with the shooting star color. I just need to show you guys the power of this ink. Like, can you, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's so crazy. It's so crazy. I feel like there's 5 colors in here. I don't know. I really love inks like this. So if you guys also have recommendations for that, let me know. I will definitely check it out. This was a prompt night. So me and my friends, we like to send each other images and we call it prompts, and then we just draw based on the prompts. So I'm not good at sending prompts, but I like participating in drawing. So this is all done with paint markers. This was me experimenting with paint markers. There's an artist on Twitter, Mompachi. So I did a study. They did a series where they kind of painted like this, and so I was trying to replicate it, and I had a lot of fun because I feel like when I do paint styles, it mostly kind of looks like this, which is very similar to my fountain pen stuff, which is like line art, maybe basic colors. But having the layered effect and having like dark, light highlights, that was really fun. So I enjoyed this. Here's a page where I just got some Q-tips and I went crazy on top, or actually below. I took some inks and I went crazy underneath, and then I went over on top with fountain pen ink. This is also one of my favorite inks because it's like a purple, but it kind of has a sheen that's gold and green, and it kind of looks black from a distance. So honestly, any inks where there's like multiple colors, I'm weak for those. Do you ever just black out and not remember what you did? Yeah. Me neither. No, but for real. I feel like sometimes when I'm drawing in this book, I also don't really remember what I drew until I look back. Sneak peek into some toys I'm making. A lot of my sketchbooks are experimental stuff, but also, you know, ideas that I have for making merch. Bao was being really cute one day, so I didn't have my sketchbook at the time. I had this notebook with like gridded paper, so I just ripped it out of the book, quickly drew him before he moved because he was sleeping and being so cute, and then I went back into this book and I taped it in. So I think that's something that I want to practice more, is like, I don't need to have my sketchbook on me all the time, but if I have other paper, I can always just add it back into the sketchbook. More Bao. This was the same session, so I just stuck it in here with some washi tape. I did it again, meaning I smeared the ink. I'm always so bad at waiting for the ink to dry. This was a Dalton Doodle study. I really like his shapes, so I was looking through the book that he published and just drawing some characters from reference. What happened today? Oh, I had really bad allergies, and usually what that means is I can't do anything for the rest of the day. So I just usually take a nap, and then I wake up and it's like 9 p.m. and then I just have to either go back to sleep or, I don't know, do something light. So for me, that was like a little bit of sketchbooking. This is a combo of alcohol markers, which is this whole section, and some paint markers, which is the outline. Can you tell what my favorite fruit is? Terriermon, my favorite little Digimon. They're so cute. There's some fun checker patterns. This, I don't know. This is just paint vomit. It's all paint markers. The brands I like to use are Arts and Shuttle Art. This is more paint markers. I think I smudged something here, so I tried to go over it with white again. And then it's been a while since I've done like landscape studies, so I should get back into that as well. I think looking into my sketchbooks again and just reviewing, I'm like, oh, I should get back into that again. Because sometimes, you know, when you're drawing, you're like, oh, I don't know what to draw. I should just try my prompts again because those are good study materials. Oh, here's a scribble page with these little guys. I just like drawing these two characters. Here's another one. A fun lore idea that I had was maybe they're like angels or something. So I have an original character called Chibi, and I don't really draw him a lot, but I should. I neglect him. He's my child. I'm sorry. And then I draw these guys a lot, which is like, in my head, these alien creatures that are not from this planet, but when they open their eyes, something crazy is about to happen. What was this? Some scheduling for myself? Just some thoughts. And then me trying to paint grass and bushes. How do we feel about empty pages? Well, we don't like them, usually. So that's why I try to fill, if you notice, I try to fill everything up. But I'm also getting used to like not filling things up. Like this is kind of bare. This page is pretty bare for me. This ink transition was one of my fountain pens was running out of ink. So I ended up filling it with this green. I believe this is the sea turtle green. Oh yeah, there it is. The sea turtle green with this red sheen. Let's see, I have this stamp that stamps like in a vertical line. So I like using it as bullet points, and I like making to-do lists for myself where I number in priority what I should do, and it feels very straightforward. It's like, okay, I know I have a lot of things to do, but I only need to focus on number one. So that's how I focus usually throughout the day, is I have a bajillion sticky notes, but I order them by number. And if I can only get through 1 and 2, that's okay, because then the next day, you know, I can do 3 and so on. So this helps me be sane. Here's some storyboarding for a video that I want to do. And then, I don't know, some more flowers, because flowers are fun. They're very fluid. Some dinosaur drawings, because I was like, do I even know how to draw dinosaurs? And then more to-do lists. And look at this sticker from my friend, Krebico. They do cute corgi stuff and other dog merch. This is a really nice blue that I love, and that yellow again. This page is kind of crazy. I don't know what's happening here, but I was testing out some washi tape from Krebico. There's something back here. I feel like I sketched something and then I was like, oh, I don't know how I feel. This is a business card that the business owner dropped off when I was at an event, and I thought their little characters were so cute. So then I drew my own on top. Oh, this one's fun. So my friend is getting married. She sent her invitation in the mail, and it came with this like vellum thing. It came with this little postcard thing. It came with this stamped in the front, and I took it all apart and I put it in here because now it will always remind me of her. And also it was just fun to draw in vellum using the paint markers, and then having like a landscape study of this image. So there's like different pieces and parts in here. Yeah, that was just fun. So what a cool thing to start junk journaling. But the issue with junk journaling is now I have so much junk. I want to make carabiners so bad, but I have like all these other projects I'm trying to do. So these are all carabiner sketches. One day I will make it happen. Here's some more. Here's some more. Here's some more. Tom drew some of these. He drew this stuff. I drew some of the darker things on top. He drew this little character that I thought was really cute, and I was like trying to redraw it a couple more times. I'm pretty sure this was a napkin from a restaurant. So this is what I mean. Like, junk journaling, it's kind of dangerous. Fam drew this character and this little guy, and then I drew a bunch of these and also stuck on some washi tape because why not? I'm testing out my friend's fountain inks. So we did like a little session where we were all just trading inks, and this was all of the samples that she had. My favorite out of all of these, I really like this one, the Filipino brand. It's like a really nice blue purple color. Some more inks. I do like the squiggly motif that's happening. No words for this. But I thought it was cute to make like a corn dog character. His name is Bappy. In Vietnamese, Bap means corn. So Bappy would be so cute as a dog character. You got that blue pink sheen again. Here's a sticker sheet that I made. So I was just like popping it in here. And then some paint markers. This page is so crazy. I think I was drawing circles because we were like, can you draw a perfect circle? Can you draw, like, how big can you make it? So I was doing that, and then this page got kind of crazy. And then I went on top of it with the dark blue and then just kept going, and I don't know. Also, this guy, I was trying to draw that tire guy from memory, but then I ended up drawing the guy from Ghostbusters because they kind of look the same. And then here's the last page. Here are some memo pad stuff from Smole Art. She also does YouTube, so if you're interested in art content, she has that. A swatch from Ferris Wheel. The ink color is called Unfeathered Light. And that concludes my sketchbook tour. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I make YouTube videos every Monday, 12 PST, so please stick around if you're interested. Like, comment, subscribe on this video, and I hope I see you guys next time. Also, feel free to send me stuff to my PO box. I'll try to respond to everyone that responds. Sorry, that sends something to me. We'll see how far I can take that. Okay, bye. Also, look at Bao.